Hey guys, welcome back, or if you're new, welcome. I'm Elle. Elle is the start of my surname and is the Hebrew word for God. No, I'm not Jewish. I do respect all religions. I do not respect Zionism, however, so I just want to make that very clear. So today we have an energy update. It is the 8-8, it is the Lionsgate portal. So today, energy is constantly ongoing throughout the year, of course, but it is at its peak today. I think it's actually 48 hours leading up to the 8th and 48 hours following the 8th as well. So, so the Lionsgate is a cosmic ignition. So the Stargate between Sirius, Orion's belt, and the Great Pyramid of Giza and our solar sun aligns in perfect resonance. This creates a direct channel to higher dimensions. So we are now receiving intensified plasma light codes from the ninth dimension, guys. Ninth. So at this point, we're not just remembering who we are, but we're sort of activating who we are and sort of rewriting the script of our reality, which is fun, wild, but fun. So the sort of energy I'm getting for this portal is reclaiming. So sort of reclaiming our divine sovereignty, our intuitive powers, and our awareness that we're multidimensional beings. Some of you, not all of you, may feel linked to star systems. And if that is the case, then you're awakening sort of ancient aspects of self. So whether you feel that you're on a sort of, or have contact with Arcturians, Syrians, Lemurians, or Atlanteans, I'm being told these soul codes are sort of coming through in dreams or through symbols, deja vu, and also just that internal knowing, that intuition. So at the moment, you may be feeling a surge in your third eye, or your crown. So you could be feeling a lot of tingling. If you have sort of like, and I did in the past, I don't feel I do anymore, but if you do have any wounds around abandonment or betrayal, this is the time where you'll be like emotionally purging those. So you'll be purging those traumas and wounds for the next phase. So you're like a clean slate, and whatever happened in the past will not affect your reality in the new earth. You may also be feeling restlessness or sort of tingling in your hands, feet, and going up your spine as well. And you might also have this sort of urge, like I felt this as well, like an urge to. Basically, getting the vibe. A lot of you guys are hermits or have been hermiting at least for the last year or maybe 6 months, but as part of this spiritual transformation, like this journey and elevating your vibrational frequency. So now you might actually have quite a desire to step out of that hermit and speak your truth openly. And yeah, like you feel like you're not afraid to be seen anymore. So here's some key numbers as well. These are a few numbers I keep seeing, so I feel like it's a sign. So if you keep seeing 722, I looked this one up. These are apparently union codes. So timelines are aligning for divine partnerships and twin soul integrations. I keep seeing 1122 as well. And that is apparently master manifestor energy. You are collapsing time through intention. Be precise with your thoughts. And that just links into the spiritual reading I just did for the collective as well. And it fits with the 8-8. This is the strongest. This is where manifestation is at its peak. And yeah, if you see 1122, then you're definitely working with that energy as much as you can, which is a great sign. If you see 333, it means your guides are surrounding you. So at this point, speak to them or create, let them channel through you and create with them, or simply channel. They might have something to tell you, but just be aware that when you see 333 over the next coming days, or if you did see it in the last 2 days, that your guides were surrounding you and you can speak to them and channel what you need to channel from them at that point in time. So this portal also activates quite a rare balance of the elements. So for this portal, obviously it's a Leo, it's a fire portal. So it's all about burning away your fear and stepping into courageous expression. Um, the air element, which is your higher consciousness, in this time, you will get downloads rapidly, again, in dreams or during pure silence. So then we also have the water element, which is emotional alchemy. At this time, allow the heart to purge grief, and your tears are encoded with release. So know that if you literally cry something out, you are literally physically purging that thing out. And then we also have the ether, which is the bridge. So if you do feel linked to a starseed or anything like that, the galactics, then uh, you may feel like a strengthen. Does that make sense? That's not a word, is it? You may feel your sort of the connection to your oversoul and the galactics or your galactic family, whatever you want to call it. You may feel that connection gets stronger, or if you haven't had this connection before and you think it's all bull crap and people are crazy that believe in star seeds and aliens and them having high dimensional consciousness and etc., then you could very much be shocked to get some form of a connection that sort of proves this to you. If you do feel you have this resonance, then you are the bridge between those realms and Earth and the physical realm. So with this energy, it's heavy, like it's a lot. So of course, grounding is very much important. The obvious one is salt. I'm also hearing obsidian, so you could use obsidian at the moment to help to ground you. Sorry. Um, yeah, just be aware because there's a lot coming into you, and so you definitely need to ground yourself in order to sort of anchor all of the light that's being thrown your way, if that makes sense. Um, and then the chakras, I felt so with the chakras, I think the solar plexus is heavily activated at the moment. Sorry. So it's the solar plexus, the heart chakra, and the third eye, as well as the soul star chakra, are activated heavily at the moment. So with the solar plexus, it's time to reclaim your divine will and own your light unapologetically. Struggle to get that out there. At this time as well, in the heart chakra, heart DNA is being retemplated. With that sort of like, I'm getting forgiveness and connection to your soul families increase at this time. Interesting. And then the third eye, again, it sort of goes back to what I've already mentioned. Like you might have really crazy, like prophetic dreams. You're going to get inner insight, whether that's just like in the mind that you hear it, or you might actually get visions of it. Um, Depending on how far you are in your journey, you might literally return to sort of having sight of the ancients. I'm hearing like Jesus. Sorry. I mean, I think we know the ancients were, especially like I'm half Egyptian, so heavily interested in ancient Egypt, of course, and I feel like I have a very strong tie there, particularly to Isis, Hathor, Thoth, and Osiris. But like we were, I don't know if I was on a tangent now, but we know they must have been heavily elevated. Like, how did they build those pyramids? And again, for me, there can only be two possibilities. And one is they worked with multidimensional beings, i.e., people from Sirius and Arcturians, etc. Or they were literally so vibrationally, they were at the top, they were on like enlightenment on the consciousness scale that whatever they believed they could do, they could do. They were on the god level almost, you know? And so if they wanted to build that pyramid and have that rock fly however many meters or however far in the air, then they could. Like, they could just make what rocks move at their will at such height, sort of thing. So it goes back to that sort of, we know deep down, and we know there were technologies and things they had and things they did, like the ancients, that just we can't still fathom to this day. And that's because their sight, I'm getting, was literally at that top tier of consciousness. So if you know what the consciousness map is it by David Hawkins? David someone. It's the map of consciousness. Most of us live in the, if you're in the 3D matrix, you live in the really lower realms of like fear, shame, guilt, anger, apathy, and then the next tier up, which is where I think maybe I am, or maybe towards the next tier above that, I don't know. But my point is, we are going to be returning to this. Sorry, I went on a whole tangent there. Like, that did not come from me. I don't even know. So weird. Okay. So there's something about that, returning to that ancient site of knowing that sort of like everything is possible, or what you feel is possible is what is possible, if that makes sense. That's what I'm getting from that. Um, and so the soul star chakra, which I wasn't even aware of till too long ago, is apparently 6 inches above your head. And at this time, a higher portal for guidance and sort of light code transmissions opens fully. So your soul chart, your star, oh my God, that's a tongue twister. Your soul star chakra could have started to open and could be opened. But at this point, it opens fully. So if you imagine like a blooming flower and maybe you had a few petals out at this point during this Lionsgate portal, it's going to fully bloom. And so the amount of like light codes and transmissions you're going to receive without even noticing it is going to be crazy. I thought it would be good to give some sort of signs that you are aligning with this energy and message at this time. So if you've been seeing lions, obvious one, um, the Sphinx or Sphinxes anywhere, suns. So like literally the sun, pictures of the sun, or the pyramids. So if you're seeing pictures of the pyramids, or even if not even the pyramids, but if you literally just see pyramid, that's a sign. If you see sort of any unusual like flashes of light or sparks or weird sort of, or even auras, then you're definitely aligning with this energy as well. I don't know about anyone else, but I have this sort of sense of like, as though time is folding. Like, time just doesn't feel real to me anymore. It's just so odd. And I've been feeling that over the last like 4 months, but I think it's getting stronger. Maybe 6 months, but it's stronger and stronger. And it feels very strong right now. Um, but so you may see loads of synchronicities. Like synchronicities are accelerating at this time. Um, you may also get like flashes of memories from past lives. Um, or again, like other star systems emerging. So galactic beings sort of, if that's physically emerging, or making themselves known to you through dreams or transmissions or something like that, or even pure synchronicity. Um, and then you might also have a sort of desire to clean yourself out. So to like fast or detox or eat very, very clean, or to shut yourself off from society. I know I mentioned being in hermit, but if you're someone that's not in hermit, at this time you could be really feeling like you need to hermit, like you need to close yourself off so you can get like internal clarity at this time. Like maybe your brain is overwhelmed. And again, this time is very important. Like what's going on in your brain and what's being spoken is what can very quickly manifest at this time. So be very careful. In your thoughts and the way you are. Um, should I get one card? Let's just get one traditional tarot. No, I'm going to get an Egyptian deity card just because, obviously, with everything. Can I have one card for this energy? I keep getting this card. Oh my gosh, but that I've never seen a card fly out my deck like that ever before. It's landed all the way on the floor. That actually like had wings. Okay, and it's the 33 card, which is my life path. Um, I remember I said earlier, I think it was when if you see 333, that means your guides are around you. So at that point, listen or ask. And we got 33 and it's healing. So that also reminds me of star energy, healing and wish fulfillment, but ultimately healing here. And there's like a cat cutting a snake. So I'm getting you're like cutting off toxicity at this time. And again, the other card I got was Patar with skill. This card is coming out on basically every reading I do using this deck, which is insane. But so your skills are heightening at the moment as well, is how I'm going to read it. Your intuitive skills, just based off this update. But thanks for joining, guys. I hope you have a safe, energetic, and grounded Lionsgate. And if anything resonates, please do let me know in the comments or like the video. And I hope to see you in the next one. Love you guys. Take care.